I want to say good afternoon, anybody that's watching this right now. So, as you know, the TCAPS right now, the state of TCAPS is not good. Why? I debuted the TCAPS this week. I debuted it on Tuesday night war, because it's time for the extreme era, and I wanted to see people go to war, and we had one match. It was between SJ and St. Christian. And I want to give a big shout out to those two people that actually showed up because they actually care. And then on Thursday night, right? Thursday night, Thursday night clash. No one shows up. Now, Sunday is coming. And everybody knows that Sunday NXT is debuting, and there's only a couple of people that are in NXT. I want everybody in NXT to show up because I want it to be awesome on Keeps. And another thing, everybody is saying that I'm a screw job, that I'm this, that I'm that. I'm making another video freaking pretty much complaining to you guys because I'm not a screw job. Because you guys can't get it through your thick skulls that I'm not. And that's why some of you don't want to match anymore. I even eliminated the old people that were in TCAPS on the new roster to see if anybody else would reply on Tuesday and Thursday, and guess what? No one did. It pisses me off. It really does. Because what you guys don't realize is that I really do so much for you guys, and you guys don't do that much for me. Example. No, I'm not going to give any examples because I don't want to start any drama. So, even FDN1 said, I'm not a screw job. I don't understand why I see what happens on Mondays and Wednesdays. People reply to JS102 to have a match, but they don't reply to me. See, there's a problem. Now, I love to brag about this because it's true. Without me, there wouldn't be WTW. I want you guys to realize that. And whoever got built up in WTW, well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have been built up. Because there would have been no WTW. I'm not trying to take all the credit from JS. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying is that without me, you guys wouldn't be here. WTW wouldn't be here. Destroyer wouldn't be Destroyer. SJ wouldn't be who he is today without me. My point is this. I want you guys to show up. I don't want you guys sitting on your butts and just twiddling your thumbs and not showing up when you could be showing up fighting, but you decide not to. TCAPS right now, the only way, people are always wondering, always asking me, hey, how can I boost my career, blah, blah, you gotta make a rivalry with someone, you gotta make it strong, and you gotta make it so that way I look at you. Just like SJ did with FDT, just like JS and Frank the Tank did, just like Destroyer and JS did. They made themselves notice and they wanted to be heard. They did whatever they could to be heard, and they succeeded their goal. But with you guys that try to make rivalries and just do one couple of touts one day, and then the other person does another tout, and then you never respond to them, that's not a rivalry at all. A rivalry is when you, every night, every show, you come out, you say a couple things about the other person, you get on their nerves, and then when they come out and do it, then you do it. And if they don't come out and do it, then you still go out on another show and you still get on their nerves. Because you want them to hear you. You want them to be mad at you. You want them to fight you. I love TCAPS. The other day, Lexi was making fun of me and say, oh, why don't you start living your dream and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. With everybody that's here, I am living your dream. I'm finally not a nobody, and I am a somebody because of Tout. Not only am I a nobody, not only am I a somebody now, but because of Tout. See, what everybody doesn't realize is that Scott Elite, FDN1, JGI, and whoever else is in training for wrestling, Tout is like a stepping stone. You know what? Quoted from FDN1. Tout is like a stepping stone to help with promos. It really is. See, now, when I try to register for Top Rope Promotions. And if they want me to do a promo, I'll be spot on and I'll be great because of Tout. Because of Tout helped me. Not because of anybody else, because of Tout. That's what people don't realize. That this is also quoted from JS. Tout doesn't just, you know, we do it to have fun. We all have lives. But we also have time for WTW, for TCAPS and WTW. But see, the thing is that we do this to have fun, to build up confidence, to show that if we ever get bullied, we know how to trash talk the person back. We do it to have fun. We don't do it because we want to freaking be losers. No, we do it to entertain and have fun. And for the people that actually watch us, I applaud you. And the people that actually show up almost every night on TCAPS, I applaud you too. Because you know what? You really deserve to be in the spotlight. Because the people that actually show up are awesome. Now, I understand people like JS102 that doesn't show up every night. That is totally fine because he has a busy schedule. He doesn't get home until 7. Now, JS, I'm not trying to copy you or anything, but my shows are going to be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time now. Why? Because of time differences. But see, the bad part about that is that FDAN 1 and people that live in the UK won't be able to compete. But I figured if I make it later, people would show up. But it sucks for the people that live in the United Kingdom because they can't compete because of other people who don't want to show up when I have this show start at 5. Guys, listen. I'm actually a nice guy. Ask the Beast Animal. I'm hilarious. It's just like WWE. When you fight in WWE, you don't really get to know anybody personally. I don't know if that's changed now, but if you ever watched Legends House, you will understand. That's how it is in TCAPS and WTW. You don't get to know everybody personally. But that's going to change in TCAPS. Because I am passionate about, you know, school, but making sure everybody in the community knows about each other and stuff. So I'm going to make things so that way it can change. I'm not this mean, grumpy old piece of crap. No, I'm a funny, awesome, nice guy. But see, the thing is that I can get really mean, and when I'm mean, it's not pretty. And this is pretty much where I'm being mean. Because I want my company to succeed. I want you guys to realize that I love what I do, and if you're committed to be a tout wrestler, then you gotta love what you do too, or else you're not gonna have fun. I show each and every day, each and every week. I show up on Wednesday Night Extreme in WTW, and I show that I am a competitor. I'm not a person that sits on their butt. No, I'm a competitor, and that's what I want you guys to show on TCAPS, that you guys are competitors. Because you know what it shows me? I love how some people that like are in TCAPS right now and they ask me for like a title shot or something, but they never show up to any shows, and I say, I don't know if you're going to get a title shot. That's your fault. That's not my fault. That's your fault. You got to build yourself up to get a title shot for something. You can't just sit there and twiddle your thumbs and be like, I'm just going to ask him for a title shot right off the bat. Hey, TCAPS, can I have a title shot? I'm going to say no. I'm not gonna hesitate anymore. I'm saying no. Because if you don't show up at least once a week, then what's the sense of freaking competing? You know, competing for a championship. There's no sense. It doesn't make sense. Because, well, do I really want a champion who is going to freaking show up, who's gonna win once and never show up again? No, I don't want that anymore. I want it to be TCAPS again. And this is why it's the extreme era. Let me explain what it is. The extreme era is going to be more extreme, and not only that, but I'm going to be more strict with everything. That's why I'm saying when somebody asks me out of the blue and they don't show up every week if they could have a title shot or something, I'm going to say straight out no. Because they don't show up every week. This is the truth inside the lie. Episode 4. If you don't like what I said, that's too bad. Because I speak the truth, the only truth, and nothing but the truth. On Truth Inside the Lie.